there, welcome back. We're still working on this Elizabeth Craft Design Christmas journal. Yes, it's a journal. And we're using this book, the Reminiscence Book 8, which is just fabulous. I love it. It's just got... It's so vintage. It's just lovely. I mean, I've used a great proportion of these pages, so you're not getting a true... Look at that, though. Look at those for little embellishments. Jingle, oh, they're beautiful. And they come in the card as well. Everything you see here is paper, but it also comes in the card. So I think I've probably had all the reds out of there. And as I say, they all come in the cards as well. So yeah, all in all you get 64 sheets of paper. 32 in the papers, 120. 32 in the card, 250. Fabulous. Love the stuff. Love the stuff. Right, it's time to put the cover on this. So this is what we've got. This is what it looks like. We've sewn all our signatures in. It's looking quite smart. So next thing to do is put the cover on. Now these pages, if you remember, were 6 by 6. Let's just measure those in case in sewing them on onto the thing they've grown, which I don't think, no, they're exactly 6 inches. But I want the cover to be about 6 1/4. Just in case we have things hanging, pom-poms, anything like that. I'm going to make it 6 1/4. And the height, well, we made this, I think, what did we make that? 6 1/8. So, right. Okay, so let's make the height 6 1/8 and the width 6 1/4. And I've looked out one of these file folders. Nearly couldn't remember what they're called. And these are quite sturdy. I don't know if it says what they are. Yeah, 315. So they're sturdy. And what I want to do is cut it off at 6 1/8 because that's the height we want. So along the folded edge here, I'm going to trim that off at 6 1/8. See if I can make room for my trimmer. I'm actually just going to take the very edge bit off because sometimes it's not straight. So let's just get rid of that. Turn that over and cut that off at 6 1/8. Now this only goes up to 6, but we only want 1/8 more, so I think we can cope with that. There we go. Save this piece because this is going to be a back cover. In fact, let's cut that off at 6 1/8 as well while we're here. 6 1/8. Oh, that's the side that's not square, so let's do this side. You're just left with a little strip of card. Now then, the thing measures, as we know, from here to here 6 inches, but I want mine 6 1/4, as I say, so I'm going to cut this off at 6 1/4. Now, my thing only goes up to 6, which is a cursed nuisance. So if I put 6 1/4 there, and make a mark with my fine liner, that's 6 1/4. So let's make sure that we've got the fold at this side. It's this length that you want to cut off. Let's offer that up to the 6 1/4 there and trim that down. They are definitely worth keeping. And let's do the same with this one. 6 1/4. There we go. Okay, so we should be all right at that, I think. Save that for the back. And this one. So all we're going to do is sandwich that in there, like that. And that should be absolutely perfect. That will give us our cover. So it just goes up to that line that we creased in, which is there. And then it's right on there, and that's our cover. And I mean, how simple can you get? That's just simple Simon met a pieman. Excellent. So we have to decide now, do we want to cover it first before we stick it in, or what? And it is easier to cover it, to be honest with you. So let's see what we want to cover this with. So this, let's see, this is the opening side. So this is the front. So let's write on that front. And this is the inside. Because it's very easy by the time you've turned this around 10 times to forget which way is which. So I just need to find something to go on there. That's nice, isn't it? I'm thinking I'm going to put a piece of, whoa, dropped it, of this that we used for the spine on the front cover. So, and then decorate it further, but basically that. Picked up some rubbish off the floor. So I want something that's going to go with that. That's quite nice. That's also quite nice actually, that one, I like that one. Oh, the text's nice. That text's my favourite so far. Red check. Don't think that goes with the spots particularly. The holly is a bit too much for my taste anyway. Right, so text it is. So let's just press that open. Take this out. Excuse me. That's lovely too actually. I really like that on there as well. But I'm going for the text. It's just gorgeous. So make sure you've got it the right way up. And we're just going to stick that onto there. Like that. So I'll turn that over. Put my glue on the front and stick it down onto it. So, how are you all doing today? Did you manage to get any of your journal made? Of course, you can be making a completely traditional journal as well. The way that we decorate it probably won't differ that much, apart from the fact we've got quite a bit of thickness to play with, so we can make our pages quite thick if we want. Whoops, a daisy. I think that's right there. Whoa, just moved that a million miles off square. So that's the front. Yeah. Just checking. It's always good to check. There we go. So let's cut that off. Then this can join the merry band of remnants. There we go. So there's our front. Oh wow, that looks gorgeous as it is, doesn't it? It's really, really, really lovely. That I love that. And for this, I'm going to be using. Get this out. This Simon Hurley ink pad, and it's called Grrr. So I suppose it's like something growling. So I'm going to get myself a new. Look at this, look how organised I am, would you? The likes has never been known before, and probably never will be again. So I want a dauber handle. Whew, it all takes time, doesn't it? And then let's just go around the edges with this, which is just slightly darker than it's different brown tone to Vintage Photo. Vintage Photo is it's got quite an orange undertone to it. I always think. I like it a lot. Of course I do. I use it all the time. But this is more, I don't know, maybe walnut stainy, perhaps, that sort of colour. So I'm putting plenty on. I want to make sure that it's on there. You can see it. Lovely. Right, so now we've got to think about this. So everything else is square here. This obviously doesn't fit as it is. But I can tear that down. And at this stage, because I haven't attached it, it's just a single thing, I can stitch this on at this moment. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So let's do it. I think that'll be about right there. I guess I could really put that on with some heat and bond, but I'm going to stitch it. And I think I want it fairly centrally. And then I can build on that. Threads everywhere. So the question is, do I want it central or not? I think I probably do. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down. And I'm going to stitch this, so I don't want much glue. And just take my spreader and spread that out thinly, because otherwise it'll come through the fabric, and that always looks unsightly, I think. So where do I want this? About there. About there. Lovely. That looks fairly central to me. Okay, so I'm just going to go and stitch that round, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've stitched around that. Not bad for me, that's okay. And then I just need to select some paper for the inside cover, and I've chosen this grid one, which I really love. I love grids. I don't know why, I just do. So let's do the same thing. Ah, there's holly on the other side. Oh no, I can't use that, that's too nice. That's too nice. Let's select another one. I like that one. Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to use this side because we're more than likely going to be building a pocket or something onto the inside cover. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So let's just get that glued on there. And once we've got these covers on, which as you can see is quite an easy job really, it's time to get decorating. Woo. So I won't finish decorating the front cover excuse me, until I have decorated at least some of the journal, till I've got the flavour of the journal, if you like. And then we can decorate it appropriately. Okay, so there's no right and wrong. So let's just put this in this corner here. Let's open it up so we can see where we're going. Just snuggle it into that edge. There, like that. That's lovely. I think that's okay, so let's chop this down. There are so many choices with this paper pad, honestly. Each side has got something to offer. And I like it that there's a lot of, I mean, they're not solid, they're kind of distressed, but plain colours, you know. Like this one, for example, it's not just a solid colour, just beautiful. Right, so that's that. That looks okay to me. It looks perfect, in fact. Let's just ink around it, and then we're there. I think that the journal I made last year, I can't remember, you know, the one that I made last Christmas, but I think it might have been something similar to this. I can't remember. So yeah, that's all done around there. So now we can stick this on. So it goes that way. So we want to put glue all over one side. Let's put it all over the front. And then a little bit down here, because these two are going to stick together, but here we're going either side of the spine. So I'll leave some glue on there. Okay, let's give that a whirl, see if we're anything like right. So, let's get this out. Come on, don't be awkward. And put that in up to that line that we have burnished in. Make sure it looks right with the fabric, make sure it's right on that line, then just flop the front over onto it. That looks okay to me. So let's glue it all up then. Let's stick it all down. Let's see if I can find a brayer somewhere. No, I think Mr. F's had all my brayers away. Where's this? This is a good one. Make sure you've got it stuck down nicely, like so, and then you should be fine on the front as well. And so that's what it'll look like. You'll just have that little edge there, something and nothing really, and it just sticks out from the book block the 1/4 of an inch that we allowed, there or thereabouts anyway. And yeah, it's looking lovely. It's looking lovely. I've got a cup of coffee, look, in my thermos cup that someone really kindly sent me. There was 2 in the pack, one Mr. F uses, this more rose gold one I use. Oh, and it surely keeps it hot. Okay, so now we've got the back cover to do, and it really is exactly the same. I'm kind of pleased with the way this is turning out. Kind of like it. So we've still got our line down there, and if you can't see where it is, just get your Frixion pen. I can see it, but I'm not so sure that you can on the camera. Just get your Frixion pen and just go down that line there, and you know you can always get rid of it with heat. So this is the back, isn't it? No, that's the inside. Silly woman. Inside, because it goes on like that, and that's the back. Okay, so let's just select 2 papers that we want for these. I love the turquoises, but I haven't actually got any turquoise in the other papers. I might have to introduce some, however, because I do like them. That's lovely, isn't it? That's really lovely. That will do me. I've just got to be careful to push that open. And then they come out nicely. So that's 1. Wow, look at those. Oh, I like that. Is that on the other side of the peeps though? Yes. And that's nice too, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to go for that. They're 2 quite similar ones, but you'll never see them together because one's inside and one's not. So, that's fine. You can see me ordering a new book in the very near future. So that's, let's just check, that's the inside, this is the back. So for the back, I think I will use this one. Just love it. Just love it. So it needs to go down in this corner. Same thing, glue. we're going to try and have a bit of an earlier lunch today so we can get out for a walk, because if we have lunch when we normally have lunch, which is about 2 o'clock, by the time we've finished lunch and sorted up, it's dark, because it's very dark very early these days. So we're going to try and have it earlier. Whoops a daisy, that's not exactly square. I think that, oh no. I think that's alright. Apparently you can get these in buff, green, orange, grey, blue, pink, yellow and red. Wow. You'd never want for them again, would you? Mr. F got a load of them, about 300 of them at a car boot sale. There we go, my stickers are very scissory. My scissors are very sticky. Yeah, there we go. So that is the back, the very back. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that just gorgeous? So just want a paper for this, which we have already selected. And that's going to go there, which is also gorgeous. So glue, glue, glue. I'm going to try and put slightly less on and see if I can get that to, yeah, I think that's better. It's more even, isn't it? More even coverage. So this side here. I love this paper. I really do. So right up to the edge. Got bits of glue on that edge. So I'll just get rid of them now. Lovely. Let's just wipe that off there. Cut this out, and Bob should be your uncle, really, theoretically. So we're building up ever more remnants here. Dear, oh dear. So let's have a look and see which is which. Yeah, that's right. So that's the inside, that's the outside. Okay. So let's glue this again. Quite like the idea of smudging it around with my thingy. I think you get better coverage. Maybe I didn't put enough on there. This is new to me, so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think I need a little more. And then some down here. I'm not going to use that because I need to practice with it first. That's a lot of glue there. We've surely got plenty. Okay, so let's just check which is top. This is top here. So let's get this to marry up to that line that we drew. Like that. Stick that down, flop it over. I've got a horrible bit of glue there. And that should be, and is, perfect. What's going on here? And there we go. So let's just put that down, give that a really, really, really good press. You could, if you wanted to, stitch this. I'm not going to. Make sure that that's pressed really well down into there. And then on this side, that's pressed down nicely onto there. That the edges are all pressed. Lovely. So I've got a big bit of glue there that I could very happily live without. So let's see if I can get that off. Maybe I can roll it off actually. Yeah, I can. There we go. Any more for any more? A bit there. Any on this side? Not seeing any. Okay, let's just ink around that then, and then have a look and see what we've achieved. And if you've got any bits of glue on the edge, like there, the ink doesn't take and it looks really distressed, and I love it. I should have inked down there, but hey ho, I didn't. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it. So when this dries, I mean it's slightly floppy at the moment, but when it dries and the glue hardens, look at that. Look at our lovely journal. All ready to decorate. So let's put everything to one side. So there we are. There we go. There's that one. Perfect. Ready to go. And just in case that wasn't enough for you, I've also done a Timmy one. I've used the same fabric for the spine, but I made a different cover on it. This time I just used some of the remnants from the pages inside, made a collage, and then I went round it with that narrow washi tape. So I really like that. This one is slightly larger. It's got one page extra in it. I just miscounted basically. But you can see I've got all Timmy papers in it, old and new. It's gorgeous, isn't it? So there we are. So there's the Timmy one. Yeah, I should mention that for that I used red card to stitch my things into. For this one we used the calico. So when you open it you can see the calico, and I really like that. I really like it. I really like the whole thing actually. I love that pattern. It's just glorious. So we'll be making a start on decorating those sometime very, very soon. Look at that. It's a whole thing of goodness. So see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.